Alright, hey there Prox Gaming Crew, and this is Proxify here. We're back again for another Let's Play of Echoes of Wisdom. We did miss out during the last one. Well, we just arrived on over here to the next upcoming Rift dungeon known as the Jabul Ruins. And what we're going to have to do in this particular dungeon is that there is going to be some said different type of color button switches, and we are going to have to go and press on those, and it seems like that is going to be rising up on some of the different water levels around within here of this said dungeon, since it is going to be our said type of water level within our time of this said game. And within these two videos for today, not only are we just going to be doing out here, of course, with Echoes of Wisdom, but we are going to be jumping into the unfortunate, sad finale of Trinity Trigger. I already went and gave you guys the details on the reason why that I am going to be stopping within the said type of game for that said series. And let me just tell you is that I strongly, highly recommend that if you are going to go and play that game of Trinity Trigger, is that you do want to at least have 3 different players alongside with you for the journey, instead of just playing solo by yourself, because by the time that you start reaching to the end of the actual said game itself, you are going to actually do need at least 3 different type of players to go and help yourself out with that. And so for what I'm going to go and do is that hopefully at some point after once I'm all said and done here with the game of Trinity Trigger, I will be jumping into the next upcoming other type of said Let's Play that I wouldn't mind actually going out of my way to go and do, and that of course is going to be with Yoshi Island DS for the virtual console. I think that will be a very fun game to get myself into with, and I think you guys will probably enjoy that as well. And so looks like while we are still swimming around within this type of underwater portion part within our way of for what the Jabul Ruins is all about, we got ourselves with some sort of cyclone that's around in here, and we need to go and run away from this as quickly as we can, because if we kind of just stay around a little bit, we will get ourselves injured from that. So yeah, as you guys can also go and see, is that some of these other different enemies that are kind of located around within this area are also going to get even sucked up from this type of said cyclone as well. So just keep on running for your life, and at some point you should be able to hopefully get to go and see that there should be a rock somewhere around over here that you should be able to go and try to push on out of the way. Now, don't try to go back over to there to where the cyclone is. You want to actually keep on moving forward and actually move this block out of the way. So just keep on heading all the way up, and we should be arriving to our main hub area since we were trying to originally be going to there. So we just have, I want to say, just one more other room before going and continuing onwards. And I know that we are going to have to use up one of our set type of red potions, which I didn't really want to go out of my way to go and do, but you know, that it's something that we kind of have to make sure to go and use, just so that I don't have to run into another set game over again. But we do have some bomb fishes here, so we're going to kind of rely on using these for a little bit, just so that we can kind of knock out some of these other different set fish enemies, just so that they don't have to cause up too much of a grief around over here. So we'll let that fish also get himself all taken out by well. And now here we are, all the way up back here to the actual said main part where we were originally supposed to go to. And as you guys go and see, once we go and head out from the front way of where this area is going to be, after once I go into, and we'll stop trying to smash all the different pots here, yeah, originally before that whole area completely crumbled, so now we're all the way over into this way, and this is going to be our very first type of said switch that we are going to be interacting. And as you guys go and see from that said type of wall there's not one, but there should be at least about 5 other different said switches that we're going to have to go and do. So we're going to press on the first one here, and now we're going to have to go and try to figure out where the other 2 type of switches are going to be. Now they should be located in the left and also on the right hand side. So what we are going to be going and doing first is that throughout here within my post recorded video is that we are going to be heading into the left hand side first. So we're going to go and take care of this one, and each of them have their own type of separate puzzles, and we will go through how we're going to be able to do this. So first things first is that heading down through here, as you guys go and actually see, we have been through this type of same situation before, and this is where we are going to have to go and use instead of type of one of those type of tangler fishes or something like that, the one that actually has the light bulb on their heads. And we should be able to at least hopefully try to guide him around and make sure that we can at least see what exactly that we're going to be doing around within here. Now, there is going to be a set type of new enemy that you can also go and pick up within this area as well, which we will be doing that here for another set type of echoification. Don't really know if we do really need him for anything, but at least we do have another set type of enemy alongside with this if we do need to have some underwater battles or something like that, instead of just having to go and just use a type of said bombfish along with us. So here is the brand new type of, I guess, that Dekubaba plant that's around over here. This is an underwater one. So we are just going to just basically feed him a bombfish there, and there we go. Got ourselves with the new type of learning of that guy there, the Bayou Dekubaba. All right. So it looks like we are going to have to go and use our friendly pal once again, the Tanglerfish again, just so that we can at least just figure out where we can continue onwards. Be careful of said jellyfishes and whatnot, because I know that they are going to be becoming somewhat of a issue as well, because we don't really want to get ourselves all completely zapped or sparked around over in this way. There should at least be a said type of treasure chest around over here before you actually go and head on out, and we are going to make sure to go and pick that up, and I think we should be able to get some pretty nice good hefty rupee size here. So this is about 100 rupees, so that is really nice to go and find. So pretty lucky to go and find an item like that. Hopefully we can at least go and find out where a 300 type of said rupee is going to be. Those are even more rare than what the 100 rupees are. So here we are, going to jump right on out of here and head right on over to the said type of ladder. And now before we actually go and punch on into our next type of said type of switch, we got ourselves a little bit of a said type of fire puzzle here that we're going to have to do. And if you guys do go and look, is that there is a fourth type of one, but it's all the way underneath this type of little pond here. So we're going to have to kind of pull it on out, and hopefully we can be able to go and do that. Yeah, this one's going to be a little bit of a tough, tricky one here, so we are going to have to figure out another way to do it. Yeah, it's all about trying to angle on how you're going to be able to do it. So there we go, got it. We're going to find a nice good place to go and put it, and then we're going to add in our Ignixosol once again and throw it right to it, and there we go. And we got all of that all taken care of, and that is exactly what we do need. And our button switch should be located right over here, and that is going to be the light cyan blue color one. So here we go. We're going to go and press that one on down. Or I guess you could say it's somewhat of a blue type of color. I guess there is a cyan color, but that's probably all the way up top to the top right. But I don't think we're going to be able to go and take on that one there. Okay, so we're just going to kind of smash around a little bit more for some extra other goodies around over here. Seems like that is not going to be the case all that too much, but we are going to head on out for now. And now we should be able to go and hopefully try to head on into our next set other button switch. So this is all going to be down over on the actual set bottom right, not instead of the top right, because we can't even go and enter up to the top right yet. Have to raise up all the water first. So now we're just going to have to be really careful around within this area for right now, because we are going to have to basically use our set type of water blocking mechanic for this one. So we're just going to keep on raising up our way as we go along. Now you want to be a little bit careful here. Now for me, I did this really stupidly. I just went and put down a pole for no apparent reason, and I accidentally burnt myself up here, which that was not good at all. Yeah, this Poe is not very all that too friendly. But hey, you know what? At least we got ourselves with a Needly Echo, so I will make sure to go and pick that up with us. Yeah, I can't believe I'm almost about to like get myself another game over once again, just because of me just kind of just out here just kind of just running around and just throwing random echoes out in this type of direction. But we got ourselves with a dungeon map, so at least we can figure out a little bit more where we can go to. Got ourselves with some air bubble pockets so that we can at least be able to hopefully kind of keep ourselves up a little bit better when we breathe around. And unfortunately, I had to go and use one of my set type of smoothies out here. But that's not, but you know what? That's okay, because we got ourselves a few more different other smoothies, so it's not like I'm going to waste up on all of them. Hopefully, hope not. So this part right around over here is a little bit of a tricky one. We got ourselves with some sort of shark enemies that like to go and destroy out on some of these different set crates here. So be a little bit careful, but let them actually at least somewhat hit one of those set type of set crates, and we will be able to go and find a set type of chest that we do want to go and pick up with. So we are going to have to at least somewhat kind of set up on how we're going to be able to get all the way up here. And I think what our main goal is that I think we're going to have to use one of these set type of tabletops here first, and then kind of walk up our way while we do this. So yeah, we do one of those there, then we can go and place one of these guys there. Yep, and I think we should be good at this point in time, I think. Or we could go put down another one there. Okay, so it seems like that's a little bit better. And let's go and open up with this set type of chest. And what is it going to hold out? And that is going to be what is a 50 rupe. So completely different from what the 100 rupee was, but at least it's something good. I always need the extra set type of rupees because you never know what's going to happen over at the set type of store that we're going to be needing. Alright, so now what we are going to have to go and do is that it seems like we're going to have to do a little bit of some tightrope walking. Kind of feels like a little bit like Twilight Princess in a way, where we're going to have to kind of walk on this little pole here. So not to worry, you're not going to like slip off or fall through like some sort of glitch in the area or something. But that whole other said part that's over there to the right hand side seems like if you do decide to knock out on some of those type of set enemies, it seems like around within this particular way, you could potentially run into another type of chest as well. But I'm not going to really go out of my way to worry about it, unless if it's like some sort of like equipment purpose or something like that. I'll have to do some other set research for it, but right now we're just going to keep on moving forward. Alright, so we're going to go and knock out all of these different type of said crabs that while we are here, we're going to absolutely knock all these guys out. And open up the next doorway to the next said button switch. So let's go and move all the way down to there, and let's go and destroy it. Well, I wouldn't say destroy it, but more so press it. Okay, so it's actually going to be a red type of switch now. But there we go. And I want to say at this point in time now, that since we got majority of all three of those said type of ones in that row, we're able to now go and blast ourselves all the way up top to the next type of spot here on the floor. So yeah, it seems like this whole area is somewhat kind of nice in a way. It's not like it's too entirely all that too tricky around, if I have to say so. I know that the Gerudo Desert area was a little bit more of a annoying situation because of you having to kind of do a little bit of some other extracurricular type of things, not here within this area. So now what we're going to have to go and do is we're going to have to jump on all to these different set type of log platforms. Feels like we're playing a little bit of Frogger in a way. But once we go and actually jump through all these different type of set log type of platforms here, we should be able to at least make our way all the way over to the said type of area here where this temple, or well, not where the temple, but where this door is going to be within the said within the said type of temple or dungeon here. And there we go. We finally made it. Now here we go. Now this is where we're going to have to do a lot of switch pressing. So there's multitude of different set switches that we're going to have to get ourselves involved with. And some of them can be a little bit tricky here and there, but we will go and at least show you guys exactly how we're going to be able to do all of these type of set switches. So what we're going to have to go and do first is that it seems like we're going to have to at least jump onto one of these, well, for what these type of set crates are going to be, and actually hit one of them. There we go. We got that one, but I think we're going to have to use the bow in a way later. We're going to have to at least kind of raise up another set type of crate for that one. So let's go and place it right there, and I think that's a little bit better. So I think probably by the time that we kind of do this next rotation here, and we go and light up with our bow again, that should be able to go and knock out that next other set switch. but we still have quite a bit more to go. So yeah, so let's go and turn into our bow fighter here. And there we go. And just like that, the second switch is already taken care of. And after a little bit, you can go and put a crate around within this area. And you can go and start trying to smash your way on down into the other set next parts that are going to be here. So you could probably go and maybe like throw like a bomb fish or something, or maybe throw in like a rock or something and probably just destroy out with all this type of stuff that's here. Alright, so far so good. Almost done. Yeah, we're gonna have to light up for another bomb fish again. If we can line it up properly. Alright, there we go. Do it one more at a time. And now we got the other set switch. Alright, so now for this one, we're actually gonna have to set up for a said type of looks like one of our well, not the Crotula, but the other spider. And we are going to have to go and grab it from that switch there. And then the last one, we are just going to have to at least somewhat push the said type of bomb fish down over into that way. And just like that, we now got the door opened up. But we are going to have to go and battle out with some of the said type of tech types that are going to be up in the next type of area. And let's just make sure that we can head all the way up there as best as we can. There we go. And here is the second last floor before we go and end up with this video for our time. And if you haven't went and picked up with the tech tank so far, I'm pretty sure that we have seen them from other different type of places from before, but it's just that we never really went out of our way to pick one up yet. But here is a said tech tank Echo. And with that, we are all said and done. And our next switch is just right through that door. And with that being said in mind, I'm going to go and end off this video for today. So thank you guys so much for going and stopping by out here for our way of Echoes of Wisdom. And I'll be seeing you guys in the next one for when we go and hopefully try to figure out where the said type of boss key is going to be located with. And I'll see you guys then, and peace.